It is the largest cash seizure in Miami-Dade police history. Over $24 million found inside the
1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section.
What kind of person keeps $330 million in physical cash? That's the question many believe authorities should be asking Floyd Mayweather after shocking claims surfaced about a massive cash discovery inside his Miami property. Reports suggest investigators turned their attention to his businesses and homes due to alleged unpaid taxes dating back to his active boxing years. Alongside that, multiple lawsuits, accusations of financial misconduct, and questionable cryptocurrency dealings have only added fuel to the fire.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, count money.
Initially, officials attempted to freeze his bank accounts, but quickly realized most of his wealth wasn't sitting in financial institutions. That led them to physically search his residences in Miami and Las Vegas. His Vegas home reportedly revealed little, but the Miami mansion told a different story. Hidden within the property was a heavily secured room that took hours to access. Even staff members claimed they had no knowledge of how to enter it. Eventually, authorities forced their way inside, only to find an enormous stash of cash, far more than they could immediately remove.
The cash was behind this wall in the attic, packed in orange Home Depot buckets, 150 grand in.
At the time of all this, Mayweather himself was nowhere to be found. After securing the property and clearing everyone out, officials reportedly placed the house under tight watch. Alongside the money, documents were discovered that raised further suspicion, prompting investigators to request his presence for questioning. So far, he has not publicly addressed the situation, leaving many to speculate about possible legal consequences, including court proceedings or even jail time, unless he manages to secure bail.
Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a rose gold day, as you can see.
Online reactions poured in quickly, with critics mocking the situation. Some even joked that the money might not be real. Comments ranged from sarcastic remarks about him finally being caught to jokes comparing his lifestyle to a crime drama. Others ridiculed the sheer amount of cash, suggesting it was excessive even for someone of his status.
The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s.
More users joined in, comparing his home to a real-life board game, except with actual money. Some went as far as joking that the cash pile was so massive it had its own gravity. Others accused him of shady financial behavior, suggesting this situation was long overdue given his public displays of wealth.
Light 1.8 million, you know how it is. Check it out. Let them know it's all hundreds. Money made.
A few commenters took a humorous angle, questioning whether his exhibition fights were cash-only deals. Others joked that authorities should auction off everything and turn it into merchandise. Meanwhile, the undefeated champion, famous for his 50-0 record, has always taken pride in his financial success, frequently showcasing luxury items, rare accessories, and stacks of money on social media. In one of his posts, he addressed critics directly, saying he has spent decades hearing complaints about his lifestyle. His response? While others focused on criticizing him, he focused on building his legacy. With reported earnings exceeding $1 billion and a net worth in the hundreds of millions, he continues to display his wealth unapologetically.
Of course, in this world, you know, I don't always play into, worry about what anyone says about me.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't doing none of that. I said, let me have some fun. Let me play with the people.
Yeah.
And You know, actually, man, you know something I want to show you. Yeah, let me show you something.
Okay.
You know,
I like being educated.
okay. You know, man, one thing we don't.
Soon after, he shared footage standing near his customized private jet, branded with his TMT identity. As he admired the aircraft, he proudly pointed out his journey from dropping out of school to achieving massive success.
It's really show account numbers. Up here. Last time I checked, it's still right there.
Ooh, hold on, let me get. Oh shit.
Man, it's still right there.
Oh shit.
I still got it.
Okay.
I still got it just for the record. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Still got it just for the record.
Okay. Damn.
You
Shit
know,
could be bullshitting.
still got it just for the record. I still got the 100. Still got 100 million I ain't never even touched. That's just for the record.
However, not everyone was impressed. Critics labeled his behavior as insecure, claiming, "Constant displays of wealth often hide deeper insecurities." Some even mocked his educational background, while others dismissed his actions entirely.
Time to go. Let's go. It's just for the record.
That's just for the record.
That's crazy though that after all these years, they still.
It doesn't. The thing is this, man. You must realize this. Just about life. The thing is this. If you don't have no money, you ain't gonna have no money problems. You know what I'm saying? For you to even have any money.
Still, not all reactions were negative. Supporters praised his determination, pointing out that despite obstacles, he reached the top. Many still consider him one of the greatest fighters ever and believe he has earned the right to enjoy his success.
Or keep them talking about what you're doing. It's obvious you must making some noise some type of way. So I'm making some noise some type of way. Whether it's in the ring or out the ring. Like I showed the people, actually, I paid, I think it was in 2015, I think I paid him. That was just 3 checks, but I gave him another check. I think I gave him over 34 million. That's what I paid. And got 2 different colors, check it out. Go down here. Look at the color up top. Time me to go to bed. Time me to go to bed. See you guys in the land.
At the same time, controversy continues over his tax history. Some claim he may have shared misleading financial documents online, while others point to his own statements about paying massive tax amounts in recent years.
After that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give him that 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway, but that's not the way you do it.
That is.
There's no denying his place among the wealthiest athletes in history. Even after retiring, he continues to earn through exhibitions and business ventures. Rumors have even circulated about a potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao, reigniting one of boxing's biggest rivalries.
These 4 special timepieces right here come as a package. Forbes just done a crazy story on the Hue collection. I need you guys to go check it out. Now, when I travel, I like to take 7 watches, 7 Ivy & Co watches. Now, I know in the past, I talked about 30 watches, 40 watches, but now it's all about the Hue collection and these 3 watches. Ivy & Co, Let's Go, the Hue collection.
In typical fashion, he once posted about paying millions in taxes, emphasizing that even in retirement, his financial obligations remain enormous. He suggested that if his current payments are that high, his peak years must have been on another level entirely.
Wild.
Yeah.
Well, and not to mention that could be proven, right? You just take the camera. You don't have to tell the audience it's sold out. Just take the camera and show us if it's sold out. I mean, it's as simple as doing that. Can I tell you one that's interesting? Floyd Mayweather, just before he came Floyd. He was Pretty Boy Floyd, in fact, at the time. The year was 2005. Portland, my hometown, and he fought Shambae Mitchell, who was a former world champion. So they fought
The tassel shorts.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Good memory, by the way. Gooseman promoted that.
Legal experts have weighed in, explaining how disputes with tax authorities can take months or even years to resolve. Cases like these often involve negotiations, delays, and court proceedings before any final outcome is reached.
Had to pay, cut a $100 million check to the IRS. Yeah. Give him $100 million. Now, if someone in this camp introduced him to someone that knew the game and that could save him money, he would look at that as a business move.
Says me. Some believe these legal processes may have given him time to generate additional income to cover debts. However, previous tax issues and ongoing disputes could make negotiations more complicated.
He has security. Well, if it don't work, at least got the money to pay him off. So I think it's a low risk, high reward for him. So I think in that situation, people with money like Mayweather, they'd be like, ah.
Looking back at his career, two distinct phases stand out: the aggressive pretty boy era and the calculated money era. While the first showcased raw power, the second emphasized strategy, defense, and financial dominance, bringing in far greater earnings.
I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you.
At one point, reports suggested he settled a multi-million-dollar tax bill using earnings from his fight with Conor McGregor. His team argued that much of his wealth was tied up in investments, which influenced how payments were structured.
That he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle a score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
Bone referred to the person as Suge, and the judge indicated there was case law that said a unique name could be the basis to prove identity. And the case he showed, I think, is different than what the law is. I mean, it's a very limited circumstance when that was admissible. And the cases we pointed out to him said, that's not the case here. So that's a change of circumstance, in our opinion. So we wanted the judge.
The strategy, however, came with risks. Delaying payments depends heavily on timing and cooperation from authorities, which isn't always guaranteed.
Logan Paul!
Ultimately, financial decisions like these can backfire if circumstances change. Whether this situation leads to serious consequences or not remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: the spotlight on Mayweather is brighter than ever.
Mania going after him? Are they being pressured by someone else to do this? What is the reason why they're doing it? And what do they have on him? I don't know.
Nobody knows. A lot of people are acting like they know. If you go read every